Well, good morning. I thought today that I would bring you out on a nice little hack with my lovely girl Yolanda. It's Bank Holiday Monday, August Bank Holiday Monday, and some of you may know that I've done lots of live hacks over the last couple of years with my horses through my Facebook channel. But I thought what would be quite nice would be to try and reach a lot more of you who don't necessarily go on the social media, and start bringing you some more hacks through our YouTube channel. Now, at the moment I can't do any live hacks through the YouTube channel just because we need to reach 1,000 subscribers, but I'd love to be able to get to the point where I can start doing some live streaming through the YouTube channel, so that we can reach out to a lot more of you who want to just have that lovely feeling of coming out on a hack around the fields, around the lanes, with one of my very beautiful Friesian horses. So today I've got the lovely Yolanda. She's one of my homebred mares. She's in fact one of my tallest Friesians, so she's 17 hands high, and she's had a few issues as she was growing up. So she's 10 years old now. Oh, she's saying this is a very scary sign. It's a very scary sign. That's a new sign there, isn't it? Yeah. And we don't come down this way very often at all. And Yolanda's not the bravest, so she might just take a little bit of encouragement to go past it. But yeah, Yolanda's had a few problems in life with basically when she was growing she sort of grew all uneven, and so she's got, I don't know whether you can see here, she's got one shoulder bigger than the other. So she suffered with epiphysitis when she was growing up, and so she's grown kind of uneven. So she says it's very, very scary. So here, where it's things like this, I just sit quietly and patiently and just gently encourage her forward, not making a fuss out of it. She just doesn't know what it is, so it's not her being naughty, she's just not seen it before. There we go. Whew, she says that was very scary, Mum. That was very scary. So I just had to, as I say, sit quietly with her until she went past. So it's a bit windy today, so I don't know whether this is going to come out all right on the audio, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. So we're going to head down through some of my fields, some of the fields we've got on the farm. Yolanda's helping me to open that, and we will do a little bit on the road because I know how much you all love that lovely clip-clop sound on the road. But because it's a cartmal race day today, the roads are going to be quite busy, so I'll give you a little bit of chat, but also let you just enjoy being out with Yolanda in this beautiful Cartmal Valley that we live in the Lake District. And hopefully you can all, some of you can feel like you're riding out with me, or you're just riding out on Yolanda yourselves if you're not able to get back in the saddle anymore these days, or even if you've just always longed to ride and have never had the opportunity. Get a little bit boggy down this part of the field. This is one of our bits of land that doesn't drain very well, so we call this our footpath field, and it's got a lovely natural beck that runs through it. She says it's a little bit boggy, Mum, a little bit boggy. Want to have a splash in the water? You know Friesians love water generally. Oh, have you got an itch? You got an itch? No, we're not going back that way. Is that it? Is that your splash for the day? Is that your splash for the day? Okay, we'll carry on. We'll carry on. So this gate isn't tied up the best, so just bear with me a moment while I untie it. I'll pop back down here later. At the moment we've got no horses out here, and there's no cows or sheep, so it doesn't matter if I leave it open for today. And I can pop down a little bit later with the quad bike. See, Yolanda helps me open it there. We might just push it too, sweetheart, yeah? All my horses tend to be very good. Oh look, as you stood nicely by it, we'll just pop the rope round for now. I teach them right from a very early age to move around so that we can open and shut gates, because it's all part of the education of getting them to listen to your leg. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that today. Oh, there's deer over there. Can you see the deer? Just heading off across the field there. Beautiful. Hopefully you could see that on the video. It wasn't too far away. That's the only thing with filming through the GoPro that I'm doing today, is I can't necessarily direct the camera exactly to where I want it to go. And as I said at the start of this video, I've done lots of live hacks on Facebook, on our Facebook page over the years, which I always do directly from my phone, because then I can chat to you and I can answer questions. But I thought today we'll do one with the GoPro, see how it goes. And I'd really like, if you're enjoying this and you'd like to see more, it would be great if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, because I'm trying to build it up to, I think it's 1,000 people, 1,000 subscribers that we need to have before we can start doing some live YouTube videos. And again, you know, it'd be great if I can do it through my phone, so that you can ask questions and we can have a chat while I'm going round. But obviously, if you're watching this later, which of course you will be because we're not live, you know, feel free to ask any questions, and I'll always have a look through after and answer any that I can. So I've been doing, as I said earlier, Yolanda's had various problems with how she's grown, and for a long time I didn't actually think that I was going to be able to do much work with her, just because she always looked lame. And you know, strictly speaking, she is lame, but it's a mechanical lameness, and it's purely because she's got the one shoulder bigger than the other. So the way she moves, it's quite uneven. So I've actually been doing a lot of work with her on the ground, with some lunging and some stretching work, and just generally work to try and loosen off all her shoulders and her neck, while trying to keep her obviously as comfortable as possible. So she's not uncomfortable at all, and she's, you know, really quite happy in her work, but she's obviously not been as easy, sorry, this gate's slightly tricky, not been as easy to train as a horse that's put together in the right way, just because of her mechanical challenges. So as you can see, all my gates need a little attention. Right, Yolanda, should we move round? That's it, well done, darling. Oh no, I lost the gate there. That sometimes happens, but luckily she's being patient with me. Right, should we try that again? So I'm just moving around off my leg. Try and hold on to my reins a little better this time. So this sort of thing was always a little bit challenging when I was filming. I know! hello, have you heard all your friends over there? All your friends and family? And there's lots of traffic. Yes, always a little bit challenging when I was doing it with my phone. But as I say, you know, when I'm not on the phone, it's quite hard to chat to everybody. Because obviously even if I was live streaming through the GoPro, I couldn't see any comments that were coming through. But as I say, I will go back to doing that because I like to chat to you all as I'm riding around. So this is my main hailage field. This is called the 9-acre field. And if you can see down the bottom there, there's all our bales of hailage that will get the horses through this winter. And then what's usually a very quiet road behind, the road that goes up to our farm, which is up there at the top of the hill. It's got quite a lot of traffic on it today, just because it's races. Anyway, I'll stop talking for now and give you a little bit of a trot round the field. I'm just going to get Yolanda's attention back because she's not actually paying attention to me very well today. So I just gently move the bit in her mouth and say, excuse me, madam, you need to listen to me. But she says there's lots of strange things going on today. She says, what are all these cars here for? Come on, let's have a trot round. Should we go round the field, darling? Eh? Shall we go round the field? Yeah. You've got your head a little high in the air for my liking. Oh, that's okay, we'll relax in a bit. We'll relax in a bit. Good girl. Good girl. Pheasant. Just going to check on my girth. Yep, that's tight enough. Often check on it after my first trot round. Oh, she's a good girlie, aren't you? Eh? So we've got 13 Friesians here at the moment, and if you've not seen what we do or know a lot about what we do, we run the place as a sanctuary. So we try and help anybody who's fallen on hard times or they're not able to look after their Friesian for a while. We've had a number of Friesians abandoned with us over the years, and we've got all 13 are in our long-term care. They're all guaranteed a home here for life. So we share a lot of their stories on our social media and on YouTube. We'll be sharing more through the website soon. We do a lot of fundraising events because obviously, as many of you will know, if you have horses, horses don't really pay for themselves. But we love to share them with visitors. We love to share them with people. So it's all about sharing them, giving them the best life that they can, training them in a way that they can be comfortable and happy. And as I say, allowing people to come and visit them, come and spend time with them, whether it's in our very unique stable stays accommodation where you can come and spend a night with either one of the Friesians or little Mr. JB, our Shetland, or in our Friesian Friendship Barn, which is actually what Yolanda's going to be doing this afternoon. So it's quite nice for her to come out for a bit of a training session and a bit of a nice relaxing hack out today, and then she'll be going and relaxing with our visitors in our Friesian Friendship Barn, which is a custom-made facility that's just really there to create a nice, relaxing, therapeutic space for horses and visitors. And a lot of our visitors have had very emotional experiences in there with the horses. I know I have as well. So it's really quite a unique thing that we offer here. But it's all aimed at trying to raise the funds to keep the horses going and give them the very best life that we can, and try and help educate others about how to understand Friesians, how to look after them. So people come for all sorts of different reasons. Don't they, Yodel? Eh? She's such a cool horse. She's such a cool horse. Aren't you? Even if I struggle with the canter, because my shoulders don't quite work in the way that they're supposed to, do they? Eh? Should we try and have a little canter? I think everybody would like to have a little canter. You see, if I was live, I could say, well, if I get up to 1,000 subscribers, then I'll give you a canter. But of course we can't do live at the moment because we've not got 1,000 subscribers. But we'll work on it. It's all new to us, the YouTube channel. We've done a lot, as I say, on Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok over the years. But we'd like to reach a wider audience now, of those people who, quite understandably, aren't very fond of the normal social media routes. Right, Yodel. You don't usually like cantering back the other way. You certainly don't like to canter on your left lead, but we'll give it a go. No, you've gone... Oh my goodness, I thought you'd gone onto the left lead then, but no, you've gone onto the right lead. Come on, Yodel. She's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's a good girlie. Eh? She's a good girlie. Should we have a canter back the other way as well? Eh? What do you think? You can get your breath back a little bit. Although you're pretty fit now, aren't you? You've done a lot of schooling over the last few months. Well, over the last year really, just to try and help loosen all this neck off. And we're getting there, aren't we, darling? Eh? So as I said before, you know, please feel free to post any comments, anything that you'd like to see, anything that you don't want to see or hear. Because I know I've got another video on here, a Micah video of her hacking out, and I didn't talk on that. And you know, if you prefer me not to talk and you prefer just to hear the sound of the horse, whichever lovely horse I'm out on, then let me know, and I'll do a combination of both probably. Right, we're going to go and have a little trot up the road in front of some of these cars. Let's have a little canter down to the gate. Come on then, good girl. Oh, she says, what are they all doing? What are they all doing? I love the way she's looking at everything. This is a funny thing about Friesians, you know. They very often see something that's quite scary, they grow a foot, but there's generally nothing in it. They're generally very sensible. She's just not used to being ridden out when there's so many cars coming down the road, although she's absolutely fine in traffic. She's not fazed by it at all. It doesn't happen very often that we get quite so many coming down here. I'll I'll give her a little trot up the road so that we can get out the way of all the cars coming and not hold everybody up too much. Come on, let's have a trot on the road. Yodel. I do find that race goers aren't generally particularly patient with horses for some reason. We'll just pull in here on the left because we've got cars behind who are quite keen to come past, and we'll go and see the other beasties in the field. We'll go and see your buddies down in this field, shall we? So this is called our barn field. It's one that we use a lot in the summer. And there, look, we're met by the whole crew. So we've got Anya there on the left. They've all got their fly sheets on at the moment because there's an awful lot of midges around and they were getting pestered by them. So Anya has particularly sensitive skin. So she's there, the one walking away. Next to her is Doubtson, who's a very, very beautiful mare. She's probably the most advanced in terms of dressage training. Not that I train them for dressage, but I train them on the dressage principles, just because I look at myself as their physiotherapist, as you may have heard in some of the other videos. Then next to her is our golden girl, Renska. Renska really is worth her weight in gold. 17 years old now. Has given many of our visitors the most amazing experience here over the years, before we stopped having so many people riding. Then in the fly mast there is Micah, who's one of the young ladies who was abandoned here several years ago. In front of her is little Mabel, also known as Peppa Pig, because she likes rolling in muddy puddles. And this is saying hello to Yolanda here is actually Nika News, who's actually her sister. So same mother, different father, Nika News, and then hiding around the corner there is their other sister, Zhaukia. So again, same mother, different father. Hello, Micah. Are you going to say hello to Yodel? Are you going to say hello to Yodel? Yeah. So it was Micah. Some of you may have seen the video of me hacking out on Micah. Oh, sorry, that's because I've got a stick in my hand. Sorry, darling. Plus, she also gets cross with me having to wear a fly mask, but she had quite a swollen eye the other day, so it's been quite important for her to do that. So she's been a bit grumpy with me since then. Oh, Micah. Oh, Micah. So yeah, that's all the crew out here at the moment. We've got others, the boys, just in the field in front of the house, so I'll maybe take you past there to go and see them. Right, Yodel, shall we come round and get you back up the road? So we'll have to have another trot up the road, just so that we don't hold people up too much. We'll let this car go. She's a good girlie. Trot up to the boys, trot up to where the boys are. So there, if you can see up ahead, that's Ice Brand, with one of his ears popped out of his rug. And Ice Brand absolutely loves Yolanda, and Yolanda, who we often call a man-eater, she doesn't generally like the boys, but she really does love Ice. And then here is Bear, or Vibran, and Hannes, who's usually out here. There might be some squealing in a minute. There might be some squealing. Or are you going to behave and be nice? You're going to be nice to each other. Oh, you do love your Ice, don't you? You do love him. Oh, don't pull faces. Don't pull faces. Eh? Oh, lovely boys. Lovely boys. They are fab, these two. So these are our latest two sanctuary residents. They're living with us permanently now. Very, very sadly, their mum was struggling to be able to give them the home that she wanted to give them. She desperately didn't want them to be separated or passed from pillar to post. So they've actually come to live with us full time. So as I say, you know, they're guaranteed a home for life. They'll only do what they're happy and comfortable doing, and obviously their mum can come and see them whenever she wants to. Yolanda does love them, really, don't you, eh? Because usually with the boys you'd have been proper being mean, eh? But you love these two, eh? Right, come on, young lady, let's get you up the road. We've got one more car coming, and then we'll give you another trot up the road, and then it's bath time. That's the phone going. Right, we'll have a trot up the road. Good girl. What? Good girl. It's quite steep, this hill. It's kind of deceptive sometimes on camera. You don't really see quite how steep it is, but it's a real workout for them. So I'm actually just going to let her walk the last bit, the last very steep bit. We're back up the driveway to the farm. So yes, thank you anyone who's joined me for this hack and this little ride out on Yolanda, my beautiful Friesian mare. And as I said, if you would like to subscribe to our channel, we'd really love to see you on there. We're planning to share lots more on YouTube over the coming months, so get subscribing, and then we might even be able to do a few lives on here and we can chat to you as we're going. So we're back at the yard, and look, we've got Freya over there giving Hannes a bath. Hannes, who was one of our, well, he was the first one who was abandoned here with us, so he's one of the main reasons why we run the sanctuary now. I'll just let you have a little look at Yolanda so you can see who you've been out riding on today. And there's the gorgeous gal. Oh, Yodel, are you a little bit puffed now, eh? Right, let's get you sorted and get you bathed.